I'm Thomas, by now Susan. With Chris Duncan, how we doing?
Good, mate, good to see you again.
Since the last seen you, you were sort of just looking, you just come off the UFL win, and I think you were just looking for fights. Obviously, it's been a while.
You had desperate for a fight. It was desperate.
You had the Japan one, obviously. Obviously, that sort of fell through in the end. Just talk us about how that came about, and then obviously everything else that happened.
Yeah, well, a guy from Scotland, Stuart Fulton, he's one of the commentators. You know, and we're always back and forth talking about him and talking with him. Sorry. He sent me some Japanese sweets and all that, and I sent him some Scottish sweets back. And we've always had the kind of relationship over social media. And he came up with an offer, you know, to come over and fight in Japan. Yeah, of course I accepted it. It's a great fight for me. He was meant to be the kind of up and coming guy over there, so I was looking forward to going over there and then putting him away, you know. So I love going over to like a home crowd, like my next fight. Go over to the home crowd and absolutely put like silence across the crowd, you know. And I went over to American Top Team. I'd been saving up for maybe 3 years to get enough cash to go over there and put in time and effort into it. Managed to get over there, put some serious training in. I struggled to lose weight for my fights and stuff like that, but just the intensity over there was just insane. So the weight was just plummeting off me. The weight cut was going well. I was ahead of schedule by like 2.5 weeks, and then I got a phone call. I actually booked my flights, and I was like, I text Stuart. I was like, Stuart, this is the time I'll arrive in Japan. Could you pick me up? He's like, of course, no problem. I fell asleep, and I woke back up in the middle of the night, and I never do this. And I looked at my phone, which I never do as well. And I looked at my phone, and he had sent me a message saying that, he's broken a bone. I was like, so I was like, I thought I was going to lose the money for the flights, but because I've been doing a lot of travelling recently, I've got that British Airways like executive club, so you get free cancellation within 24 hours, so 72. So I got all the money back, so that was good. I mean, I had to pay for my own flights because that was part of the deal, you know. They were going to pay me not too bad over there, you know, but it was more about the experience and the opponent than anything else. I wasn't really fussed about money. Like money, I've never been for money, you know. I don't really like material things, but I was going over there for the experience because I love Japan and all that too, so that fell through. And then over the course of like 2 weeks over there, I got offered some really high ranked opponents, but they wouldn't accept the fight, blah blah blah. And then the last 2 or 3 days, my training was going really well. I was still training with full intensity, still keeping the weight down. And then I got in contact with my manager. My manager said we've been offered a fight for Bellator against Ryan Roddy, but this is with a contract this time. So I was like, of course, let's get it sent over. Signed the dotted line straight away, and yeah, here we are now, back home. But being over there wasn't a waste of time, you know. It was that's all like a investment for myself, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say we've talked about that before when you've done the trips to Thailand and stuff.
Yeah. Like, this has happened to me quite a lot. This has happened to me quite a lot. So I'm used to it, man. It's the fight game, so like it's always the same, you know. Like with my weight cuts and that as well, they've always been different. This was the first time I've never worried about my weight when I was over there, and so happens it pulled out. But no, what can you do? So just going to fight this guy Ryan Roddy, put him away in his hometown again. I'm always going over to their hometown, and I'm always going to put him away. The guy's not going to get out of the second round. Like, I reckon I'll get him in the first though, definitely.
How was it to get the contract? Obviously, you've been sort of in talks with them before.
Yeah. Well, what it was is I think obviously they'll have a budget for each year, and I wasn't fitting their budget for 2019 because they'd already signed Chris Bungard and you know the rest of them, you know, like Terry Brazier and all that. You know, they were all signed, so they didn't have a budget. So come 2020, I think that was in their things, and I was always shouting about it. You know, I was always messaging them and doing stupid stuff, but probably shouldn't have. But they know who I am now, and I've got the contract, and that's all I wanted.
Remember you said to Scott Kirk, I think after the
yeah,
give me a contract.
but I said to Scott Coker to give me a contract, but I called him Cooker, so he probably just, he's like, this guy, who's this guy? So I can't read and write, so they just stick with fighting.
Gives you a bit more, I guess, freedom now to commit yourself to the training and things.
Yeah. So obviously, once I've got this fight out of the road, I'm probably going to be in a bit more financial stability, you know. So I can go away training to these places and stuff like that. But at the moment, I'm still knocking my pan in at work, and I'll never ever stop PTing in here because this is my love, and this is how I fell in love with MMA. Has been in here, so I'll always keep ticking over. But when it comes to the time, training will prioritise itself because that'll be my main source of income. Because this is going to be my career from now on, you know. Because everybody's going to know who I am. Like, I know I've said it before, but people will see how the way I fight, and I'm going to put it all on the line, you know. Like, I'm going to put this boy away, and I've no doubt about it.
Yeah. Obviously, Bellator have a lot of Irish guys, and they've signed you to fight an Irishman in Ireland again. I think his record's 9-1-1. I think.
Is it 8-1-1?
8-1-1. Sorry,
something like that, yeah.
So he's not a. Probably
not a mug, not a mug, no. But near ma. I've got hands like dynamite, so he keep his hands up. No, he's a very skilled opponent. He's been Cage Warriors. He's fought a lot of good shows. He's fought some decent guys. He's fought Chris Fishgold. He's in the UFC, and I'm just really looking forward to testing myself. You know, I'm looking forward to being in Bellator, being able to be getting these great opponents. You know, it's. Bellator's kind of taking over like in the UK kind of scene at the moment. I don't know how it really works because the UFC were here for a wee while now it's Bellator, so I'm just happy that the company's seen a bit of potential in me, you know, and the Bellator really push their fighters, you know, like they advertise about them, they do Instagram stuff, you know, they get the videos and all that, so I'm looking forward to them raising my profile and letting the world know who I am, and I'm here to be a competitor, you know.
Yeah, obviously you fought on one of their events before.
Yeah.
Sam Slater. How was that sort of an event being part of compared to the other one?
Shiting myself. I don't like. Nerves is a massive part of like fighting and stuff like that because it's almost primal. Like fighting for me is primal, you know. It's like inside me, and the nerves that I got for it was insane, you know. I would usually get myself like on top, and I used to get myself worked up, you know. I used to bang my chest and shout and get ready, you know, and get myself in a really bad place up top. But when I went to the weigh-ins, you know, they do the live weigh-ins. I remember walking out to the live weigh-ins and seeing the crowd. It wasn't a big crowd, but it was big enough. It was music, there was lights, and I remember walking out and just getting goosebumps and feeling like the energy coming from my feet and the energy from the crowd. And I thought to myself in that moment, I had to calm myself down and thought, right, when I go to fight in this arena, I'm just going to have to walk out and let the crowd just like let it happen, because usually I get worked up. And then it came fight day, and Scott Drummond, he didn't say to me at the time, but he said to me after, he said I looked flat, and then he's like, oh, he's kind of panicking a wee bit. And then obviously I had that in my head, but I hadn't told him or told my coach. Walked out, and I remember walking out and I feeling the heat from the crowd, and then them booing me because obviously I'm coming over to smash their hometown boy. Went into the cage, put my Scotland flag down, walked in, and Scott hangs my banner over and he's peering over the cage. He's like, you hear that? And they're all booing me. He's like, fucking enjoy this. And then that surge of energy just came flying back through me, and I'm like, ring the bell, just let's get this going. Took me a wee while to, cause of that nervous energy, I was quite tentative and quite stressed. But then as the fight got on, I started to counter, you know, and just all went well for me, and I hit my right hand, and that was game over.
As well, I think it's the first European card of the year for Bellator.
Yeah, it will be, February the 22nd. If you need any tickets, let me know.
I was going to say, if people are looking for tickets, best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, definitely, just through Facebook, Instagram, you know. My Instagram's The Problem 155, and then just Chris Duncan on Facebook. So if you need tickets, that obviously helps the fight out, we get commission and all that, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going over. Dublin was a great city. People are respectful, and I just like competing, you know. The Irish and the Scottish are very similar, you know.
Yeah. With your Bellator contract, how many fights is it? Sort of.
4 fights. 4 fights. Yeah.
So you've got some time to sort of establish yourself and
Yeah, definitely.
Sort of a year or
Guaranteed
two.
in 2 fights they'll be wanting to re-sign me, change my contract, because I'm going to put on a show. I'm not going out there to grapple. I'm not going out there to win. Like people in MMA try so hard not to lose that they make it a stale fight. I'd rather be in an absolute barn burner and everybody was like, that was a fucking amazing fight, and lose it, than being in a fight that were like, you see the fight with Terry Brazier and Son Back, like that was just lay on top of him, and like nobody wants to see that. They don't want to see crotch sniffers, you know what I mean? They just, it's
a good way to describe it.
It is, though, just on his hips, it's just like, it's so hard to do, and I totally respect how they do it, and their craft is so great, but people don't understand it. I understand it and I see it, but like the crowd doesn't. They all want to talk about the knockout, and that's how people are getting established these days. You see the Contender series, they're all signing these guys that can knock people out and put on a show, because at the end of the day, firstly it's a sport, and secondly it's entertainment. When you become pro, they have to merge them together. You need to be able to talk a game, walk the game, and then party with the game. Just like enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's a really, really unique sport. Have to be good at everything.
Yeah. You obviously the third Scot to sign for Bellator. Obviously,
Yep.
Whiteford's situation here, and Chris Bungard's is a little base growing up here.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be getting in the SSE. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
The Hydros, never fought in the Hydro. I've got a wee thing that I do. I write all my goals in my phone on my notes, and the SSE Hydros, it's in it. So I just need to fight in there. That's all I want. I just want to fight in the SSE Hydro, because it's in Scotland. I can bring all my pals and be massive. I don't even care if I don't even headline it. That's just my goal. I mean, it's goosebumps thinking about it. You know what I mean? It's just like I've got wee goals all the time that I write down on my phone, and keep ticking them off as we go. Tick, tick, tick. Sometimes I bypass them. Back in the early days, I was like, I'm going to have the Cage Warriors gloves on by such and such, and then Bellator came like 2 days later. I was like, it's mad that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just how things can accelerate past, So I'm just enjoying the process.
Yeah. Do you think it will come to Scotland in 2020?
Oh, come on, Jesus! We've got Robert Whiteford, we've got Chris Bungard, and we're going to get me knocking people out. So, what more do they want? They signed 3. They've got all these English shows and in Ireland and that. We could change that. Scotland have a great fan base. We're all fighters. We're all born and bred from fighters. So I don't understand why they wouldn't. I just need to get in the Scott Coker, not Cooker. Make sure I get his name right, and then he'll maybe do it.
Have they chatted to you about having a show in Scotland at all?
No. I'm just a guy that they're getting to fight now. It's just like I'm just turning up to work. If you get what I mean. If that was an analogy I would use. They don't really know who I am yet, and they will, and they'll understand my character when I get there, and they'll get a feel for me. And that's when they start to they spoke to Robert Whiteford and that, and Robert Whiteford's a character, and so is Chris Bungard. Us Scottish guys, everybody knows who we are when we go into an event like that. So it's just inevitable that it comes to the Hydro.
And they both picked up wins as well, obviously down in London.
Definitely, great wins. Robert Whiteford, what a fight that was! I was like this on the edge of my seat. But and then Chris Bungard got the win, rear naked choke, first round, injury free, and that's massive, So I'm really happy for them both, and it's great to see Scottish MMA just taking off.
Yeah. Is it something like this that sort of needs to take it to the next level? Obviously, you've got the guys from UFC, and it was a good few years since there's sort of been a big show, and Cage Warriors haven't been up here for a number of years now.
I just think they're missing out on a ticket. I know Scotland's not got a great population, but it's if you're sitting, I think that they will. I'm sure they will. It's just, if not, it doesn't matter. I'll fight in the Hydro eventually. I just want to fill it up, but they can see talent. You see all these guys like Ross Houston as well. He's just in Cage Warriors. He's a bit of a barn burner now, but all these talents are coming through, and we're all having to branch out and go elsewhere. But they'll come to the Hydro. I have faith in it. I have faith in myself anyway, and I know Robert. he's dedicated, and I know Chris is dedicated, so we'll get into the hydro. We'll shout about it. We'll shout loud.
What's your sort of aim while you're in Bellator?
Just knock every single person out that they put in front of me and put on a spectacular performance. You know, I live my life. My grands used to say to me, and my old boss David Henry, like, you always do something at 100%. It's never like, right, we'll go and do this. You know, it's like, I'm going over there and I'm going to put on a statement, and I'm going to, you know, I hear this all the time, but that's the way I go about my life. I'm 100%. You know, you've come in. I've been in here since 6 o'clock this morning taking clients. They all come in early so I can get an interview, and then I'm going back upstairs to do clients again, you know, 100 miles an hour, you know. People are like, oh, you should take a break, you know, but we don't really need a break. I'll take a break when I'm retired, you know. I'm going to put my body on the line and just put in the maximum effort, you know. And now that I've been signed to Bellator, things like money that are things that are tight for me at the moment are going to help me as I go up the ranks. Obviously, I'll get paid more. And this is going to allow me to go away to American top team again, fight and go back, fight and go back and grow and develop. You know, I developed so much when I was over there. Like, I was in with these guys, you know, like King Mo, and I was in with Thiago Alvarez. You know, these guys are on the mat. Henan Barao, you know what I mean? They were on the mat, and then Reno Moicano as well. It's just like, I was a bit starstruck when I walk in. In fact, the first person I met was George Masvidal. I walked in and I was like, oh, all right, and I was like, oh, hello. You know, it's like, it's fucking amazing. You know, it's just like, I was started from like being up there, like just being an amateur, and then I'm walking into that sort of gym. You know, 5 years I've been doing this, 5 years, and it's just it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. You know.
Yeah. When you sort of think back to when you started, and like now, obviously, like this is just part of the journey, hopefully, and there's more, but like, it just justifies it. And
oh, it's great, man. Like, when I first started in here, I came in to train because I liked fighting, and I actually wanted to be able to look after myself, you know. And then obviously things that happened, you know, personal things with my mum and stuff like that. That was when I had made the flip, you know. My mum died, and I was like, you know what, like, I'm stuck in this dead-end job being a farmer. Because I used to work on the farm away up the road and travel down here. It was like 50 minutes, and then 50 minutes back. So then my mum died, and I was like, I need to make a little bit more time for myself, because she died really young, you know. And just flipped it, just something in my brain just was like, you know, fuck it. It was almost like, fuck it. It was like a wee epiphany, fuck it. Threw everything out the window. Chris Crowe said to me, I'll offer you a job in here, you get your PT. It's just like a snowball effect from then on. You're just driving me forward, meeting a lot of great people on the way, you know. And I've been supported by a lot of people on the way too, and a lot of people have a lot of faith in me, and I'm very grateful for that, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, guys like getting offered a job in here, just they go so far. Like,
just wee things, you know. I'm all about like being in the time and the place, and being able to like grab something when it's there, because it's not going to be there for long, you know. So just snoop it up when you get it, you know. Because like, you think about it, when I got the contract for this fight, it was back in November the 5th, I think it was, I signed the contract. And you know, I'm thinking to myself, that's going to be 6 months I've been off fighting. Fuck it, I'm just going to sign it anyway. So I just signed it, you know, because I could have maybe not signed it, fought in December, broke my foot, and they would never have signed me. You get what I mean? So I thought, fuck it, I'll just sign it, get it done.
Yeah, good stuff. Obviously, sponsors, big help for you when we're talking about money and financial side of it. It's not the easiest game.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So all my sponsors that have helped me so far, like, you know, you can't really put into words that these people just put either product into you or money, or they make you an ambassador of their business or their brand. And I'm really grateful for the people that are like rooting for me. You know, a lot of people have given me money, and it's given me the opportunity to go away and train. So I just want to thank all my sponsors. You know, I'll go through a list of them, but there's actually not even sponsors that have helped me out. You know, just people have just given me money. Like, it's mental. You know, like, I'm a wee bit funny when I talk with money. You know, if I'm talking to money with my clients and that, I don't really like talking about it, but these people are just like, yeah, just take that. And I'm like, for what? And they're like, just because you're doing so well. I'm like, but like taken aback and get a bit emotional about it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do these people want to do this for me? So Like to all my sponsors, I just want to say thank you and that, you know.
Good stuff. Well, listen, thank you very much for your time.
Not a problem,
And,
mate. We finally got there. It took ages to get here.
We've been trying to organise this for a while.
I know.
People that don't know, but
He's a busy man. He's a busy man.
Maybe for yourself up at 6 o'clock and we're now half 12.
Perfect.
Good stuff. Well, listen, thanks for your time and
No problem. Anytime, mate. Anytime.
good stuff.